says toward Mecca. This liquid in this medallion is supposed to have healing powers for the eyes. Healing powers keep you from having problems, I guess, with the eyes. That's what all these people are doing. They are true believers.
is basalt. This is 8th century BC, everyone. This is today. See where we came to. This is not original. These are original. And now this should give you a clue how good they were with stonemason. This is basalt, which is very common stone in this area. This is Urartian language. I have taken some courses and I gave up the first week. But it says basically it is written from left to right, and it is in syllables, and it goes in one line and comes back in here. And this is an inscription written by Sardur's son Argishti the first. He talks about his father Sardur, who has built this hillside as a capital city of the Urartians, Sardur Hinili. In detail, for the name of God Haldi, the Menea son Sardur, Argishti's son, father of this and that, had actually defeated the Iskits, and they have got, I think he starts right around here. It's a very long one, but talks about how successful his father was, what he did for the area, built dams, water channels, and his success over the region, and how fertile his land is. And at the end, he curses. He says, anyone that harms my temple and my fort will not live another day. And it finishes like this. I can actually find you the translation somewhere online later on, but this is all original from 8th century BC. Now, this future generations, these are urns. 8th century BC urns. The thickness of them, you can see them right here, because underneath us there are urns just like that. They covered it all up. It goes all the way there. There are 30 some urns here. Each of them has 1 tons of wheat in them. And right now there are 5 tons of wheat is buried in them right now. 13th century BC. One is a Urartian city. First they have established Van. Then Urartians moved the capital to Sardur Hinili, where we were, in 8th to 6th century BC. Then they came back into Van city, and they have continued to live around the Van castle. One, it has, other than the Urartian history, has a very rich history with the Lydians, Lycians, Persians, Alexander the Great, Romans, Byzantines, Seljuks, Russians come in and capturing the land at the First World War, and finally the Republic of Turkey. Most people that live in Van, most of them, ethnicity-wise, they are Kurdish. The population of Van city, including the villages around, is 350,000 people. And there are Turks, there are Kurds, there are Iranian ethnicity, there are Arabs living in this city. Unfortunately, one had a major earthquake in the year of 2011. This is a beautiful small neighborhood mosque. It's a little different design, and this time they've used the local stones in this region. Even though it's not that old, it just gives it an interesting look. And the fruit market of this region is here. People drive by and buy their groceries home. And when we talk about Van's earthquake that took place in 23rd of October in 2011, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the it was 7.2 Richter scale, and it lasted 21 seconds. Most of the buildings are, there are a bunch of buildings destroyed in the city center, but the earthquake center point was 10 miles away from Van city. And the buildings are not built properly. There are building codes and nobody obeyed the codes, and there are some adobe houses, which adobe houses crashed, but it wasn't much of a damage. It's unfortunately the cement buildings that was not done properly caused this problem. And the entire death in Van is 601, and 95 of them was in the city center. The rest is at the 10 miles away somewhere else called Erciş, where the earthquake took place. And about 262 buildings crashed. And in the city center of Van, only 10 buildings collapsed. And the wounded, badly damaged buildings numbers are close to 6,000, and the damaged building numbers were 10,000. 6,000 of these 10,000 cannot be occupied. So 6,000 buildings torn down. Look out here, you see the gravel on the land? Okay, so those are the buildings that had no license to be able to live in. So they torn them down, they're still tearing them down. Look, they're still building one. Earthquake was in 2011. Our hotel is built in 2012. Okay, our hotel wasn't here when the earthquake hit, so we're staying at the safest building in the area. I'm not just telling you these to scare you off or anything. I'm just telling you all this because it's a part of the history of this city, unfortunately. The main problem here that when the earthquake took place, in the same night, there were 2 aftershocks. Okay, those aftershocks were not as strong. One of them, first one was 5.7, the other one was 6.0, and those 2 aftershocks were the ones that destroyed the damaged buildings. So the first earthquake damaged them, the second and the third aftershocks, were the ones that crashed the buildings. And in a 5 months period after the first earthquake in this region, they have had 9,350 aftershocks between the scale of 1.5 to 5.8. And there has not been any major earthquake since 2011. The fault is broken now and it is settled, so there isn't anything to be scared of. There may be 2.2 earthquakes is still maybe settling, but people had moved away, built new houses, built new businesses, and the resemblance of the earthquake is gone today.
گرفتار دل است و می جان خدا را ساربان آهسته میران آهسته میران که ما وامانده این غافلستان
We have trout, and this one is from the fish, from the lake. It has a little bit of bones in it, actually. It's a pearl mullet, they call it. This one is lamb ribs. We have lamb on a stick. This is spicy. You can have it non-spicy as well. Chicken on stick, lamb on stick, and then chicken wings. Whole land has been run by Hurrians 500 years before Urartians. So 8th century BC is Urartians. 500 years before than that, as you know, around the 12th, 13th century BC, Hurrians. Urartians, then Armenians. Those three are the most important, the powerful of those. 13th century BC, 8th century BC, and roughly around 3rd century BC and on. And of course, they have lost the power. This and that came along and everything. But the Armenian Empire, of course, it has tribal parts, small kingdoms, and all of that. The entire Armenian Empire collapsed around the 9th century AD. Okay? And then this time, Armenians, rich Armenians, that they were into trade especially, there were two families. One of them are called Arkhavi, and the other one is called Bagratits. Arkhavi and Bagratits' main purpose was to reunite the Armenians in the area, reunite the old Armenian kingdom. So, Agrahavis had built the family this church and made this island, Akdamar Island, as the capital city of the new Armenian kingdom. The main goal is to unite it to the old Armenian kingdom. And the Bagratits built Ani. Ani is where we're going in 2 days, and Bagratid family had built smaller kingdoms earlier, but since they kept moving the capital, Agravis had chosen this spot. First they thought it's fun, but if it is an island, it is much more safe. So that's why the kingdom was here for one family, one priestess, and the other one is in Ani. So two rich families, purpose of uniting the old Armenian kingdom. So Arkhavi princes, you know, the king's sons, princes, also get baptized here and then had all these things here. So that's 915 they start building it. So that's the church at the back. But when you look, there is a little extension in front of the church. That is called kavik in Armenian church. It means an entrance hall, because this became so important, not religiously, but also the building, and more people came in, and so that's why they built the kavik in 18th century, added to the building. 12 years ago, they have blessed the church. You cannot pray in any Armenian churches unless it's blessed by the head of the Armenian Gregorian or Orthodox priests. Do you see that cross at the top? Okay, so 3 years ago, this weighs 150 kilograms, the iron cross. And a priest that weighs more or less the same has been brought up by a special machine, and he came all the way to the top, and as they lowered the iron cross, he blessed the church, and now Armenians can come in and pray inside this museum, which also has the title of a church today.
They could pray before, but it didn't mean.
driving north towards the border with Iran, and then on to border of Armenia, and then to our final destination of Kars. Iran, top of the mountains. Alright, going across the bridge to get the OAT water closet. So here are the OAT paid for water closets, because there were none between Van and Kars. So this mine has been supplying the salt for all the civilizations around here since the 8th century BC.
and it is built in 1215. Tigran Honen was a very rich tradesman of the city, and that's about the period when the city fell from the Armenians to the Seljuk Turks. I don't want you to think that all these civilizations come by and then 100,000 Armenians that are living in the cities just basically disappears or goes away. It's not like that. Seljuk Turks come in and Armenians living in Armenia, in Ani, Seljuk Turks rule them, because when they come in, not 100,000 of them comes in. Troops come in, they conquer the city, they rule the city, so what they do is basically they collect taxes from you. So the population stays and then more Turks come in, they intermarried or they don't. In other way, they mind their own business. So that's why in 1215, Tigran Honos could be able to still be a merchant and then build such an amazing church. Most Armenian churches dedicated to Saint Gregory, Saint George, as it is their patron saint. But over here, the life of Saint Gregory has been mentioned in this side. But the interesting thing is, towards to this side, this is where the life of Saint Nano, which is the patron saint of Georgians, is mentioned in this part. So that's why we believe the artists who have painted these frescoes might be Georgians.
So here we are at our home-hosted lunch.
Maybe you should take a picture of what's on this. Nobody has.
Sana sancak, sanmadan yurdu üstünde titen en soracak, o benim milletimin yıldızıdır parlayacak, o benimdir o benim milletimindir ancak çatma, kurban olayım çedinin en azıyla.
So it's Easter Sunday morning, and we are driving in our bus from Kars to Erzurum. So we'll spend the day and the night. So here we are, taking a walk now in Erzurum. See some of the sights.
Belongs to Ali Pasha, which is a local ruler of Erzurum for the Ottomans, and that mosque dates back from 16th century AD. He had it built. There is a rumor maybe even Sinan, the architect Sinan of Süleyman the Magnificent, might have direct the plan of it, or there isn't a certain evidence for that. So that's a mosque. And it is in the center of Erzurum, and a lot of people would like to pray in such an old mosque. That's why on Friday, the mosque doesn't have a courtyard. Okay, so it's all indoors mosque. And then out in front of it, at this park-like area, they go out and then they pray right out in the area. It's an Islamic madrasa. School. So that one is from 1554, the mosque. This one is from 1310. Okay, so this one is earlier than the mosque. So they had the Islamic school, they can pray in here, and then later on they build a proper mosque next. Only in Erzurum that these Selçuk Turks like to do some brick and turquoise colored tiled minarets. And so the minarets of these Islamic schools are gorgeous, and you can see half of it. Okay?
Charcoal underneath these, and they're big containers for making hot tea. Well, it's Sunday afternoon in downtown Israel. A lot of people are out for shopping and just walking. A lot of people are at the soccer game.